My name's Bryan. I'm an addict. No, it's grateful. I'm grateful to see you, and I swear, Michelle's been trying to pinpoint me this for a long time. I get asked about 9 months ago to do this share, and it's the earliest I've ever been asked to share. Before I even get here, I'm getting recorded. And now I've got spotlights on me. It's like, what's going on here? But you know what? We can have a laugh today, and that is so different compared to what it was a long time ago. You know, and I mean, I celebrated 15 years clean and sober on Monday, and to me that wasn't a great deal, but I turned to my family, and they've got their son back. They've got my daughter's got a dad back. That stuff, that's the result of this stuff, and I've got a life that I've always wanted, but I could never achieve, and it's. I mean, I've driven here in my car that's legal, and I own it type of stuff, and I can think back and go, years ago, when I was first starting, when things had really started to change for me, I'm sleeping under a motorway bridge, literally just down by Ringwood there. That's where I started. The chaos, really. I mean, it started a good few years before that, but that was when things really started to kick in and get worse for me. I mean, the longer I stay clean, it's I find it really difficult to remember the bits and the stuff that went on in my using, because now is my reality. Now is the best time that I'm having, sort of thing, and because I don't want to remember that. I don't remember. It's like, the crazy thing is, I can remember the first time I picked up a drink. I can remember the last time I put a needle in my arm. And that, to me, but I also remember the carnage that I'd done within that. Mainly to my family, to the people that I come in contact with. And that's the stuff that really gets me, because that is not the person I wanted to ever be. I didn't embark on that. I know I'm really going to upset everybody I come in. Wasn't my plan, sort of thing. And because I thought it was all fun and games, going up through school and all the camaraderie with your friends and all that sort of stuff, and everyone's doing the same thing. And I mean, I spent half the time in the New Forest off my head on blinking acid and stuff, and that was my childhood. That was what I grew up in school, taking drugs and learning what drugs were doing and all that sort of stuff. It was all fun and games till it wasn't. Till drugs, crack and heroin got put in my path, and I don't have the power to say no. That's not a good idea. I had noticed, I just done it. I didn't question it. I just done it, and thinking I can control this. I'll get a handle on this, that was what I was. That was what it was like. But as soon as I started on that, stuff changed dramatically. Like I said, I ended up sleeping under motorway bridges and stealing off my parents and causing upset, and end up in thinking, I know, if I just go into a treatment centre and my life will change. All I've got to do is stop doing this and not do it anymore. The problem is I don't know what to do with life. Life was weird. It was horrible. I didn't understand it. There was no book to it. It didn't make any sense. I just couldn't do it. I didn't understand what to do with it. But all I know that I loved taking drugs. It made the world seem a better place at that time. The problem is I went into a treatment centre thinking I don't want to do this anymore, but I come back out and I can't deal with who I am or what I am, and I can't deal with life. I can't maintain it, and I do what I do. I take drugs again. I drink again. And that was kind of a repeating pattern for me. I never embarked on the 12 steps before. I didn't know of them. It wasn't presented to me in any sort of fashion. It was like it was just non-existent. And I always thought I would be able to combat what was in front of me in some sort of way. And I had a daughter in active addiction, and I loved her to pieces, but she got in the way of my using. That's how selfish I was. She got in the way of my using, and rather than take responsibility and step up and do the right thing, and I just up and leave. I'd rather be on the street than take responsibility for this child that I've brought into the world, and that's what I done. It's kind of, and I just carried on using. That's the crazy thing. It's because I'd rather be sat on a pavement begging in Southampton. So, it's all that weird, it's crazy stuff we're doing. Then again, I end up in another bloody treatment centre in exactly the same thinking. I'm going to sort it this time. Watch me. And I've done that one of coming out and holding on bare tight and just like trying to do everything but use and just get a voluntary job, do really nice, to do everything that I was getting told. The problem is nothing else had changed in my world. All I'd done was stop using. And my head was exactly the same. I didn't know what to do with life. I was trying to keep busy, and I'm in this voluntary job, and it's just like they're teaching me stuff. They're giving me some. They're putting some effort into me. They're teaching me how to build computers and maintain them and all that sort of stuff. I'm in the storeroom stealing the computers. That's what I do when I'm without a program, drinking drugs inside me. I can't do life with or without drugs, so I'm screwed either way. And funny enough, that's what I got told when I come into the fellowship. These people didn't mince their words. Basically, I ended up through another treatment centre. This time, it was a 12-step treatment centre, and I was like, what on earth is this nonsense? What on earth? It's just like that. I don't know what I want, but I don't want this. It's just, and yeah, it was crazy. But like I said, this made no sense to me. But what made sense was you guys, the people in the room. They started to get me interested in this stuff. It came to life for me. It was like, you tell me you've got a job, you're holding down a job. You tell me you're maintaining some sort of family life. You're telling me you don't have to use on any situation. It's like, please show me how to do that, because I got myself a sponsor, and I didn't know what it was. I'd get a sponsor. Okay. So I had nothing left going. I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. My family did not want to know. No one wanted to know me. And all I know is I was scared to use it. Scared I was going to use again, and I didn't want to do it this time. But so I got myself this sponsor. I started doing these things, and he didn't mince his words. He goes, "You're screwed. You're going to use whether you damn well like it or not. Here's the solution for you. Here's the 12 steps. Let's embark on this." And I did, and I got given this poxy list of suggestions, and it's like, do them. Why? Because I'm telling you to. That's how it was. It's like, and I say there's suggestions, but for me I had to do as I was told. I hadn't done what I was told for so long. I let someone else tell me what to do for once, and I'd done it because I was desperate. I was crippled with fear, absolutely crippled with it, and believe it or not, from that very moment I'd started working the steps. I didn't even know it. That was the crazy thing. It was just like I was starting to think about other people and some sort of program, and believe it or not, they're the things that I did this morning, and I've done them for every goddamn day since that, and from that very moment my life started to change. I got connected to a power God, you call it what you want. That's for me. It was just this. I believe in anything, because I think the crazy thing is I did not believe in anything when I come in. I went through the steps and started to believe in something, and he started to show off because I started to put some actions in. I started to consistently do it, and all the stuff that I'd walked away from, the family stuff that I'd hurt, I was able to start rebuilding those bridges. And I mean it doesn't happen for everyone, but the fact of the matter is it took a long time, because the amount of times I said sorry it wouldn't worn thin. I'd burnt that bridge, it was gone. And I just had to consistently turn up and do what I said I was going to do, be where I said I was going to be, and through that through that and working, starting to work the program, and not just work the program, work it into my life, become a part of my life, because I can't have two lives, and my family started to repair. I started to repair, and I was able to be a part of, be present in the moment, and not try. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys used to do this. Like, I don't know. I'd turn up at my mum and dad's house or somewhere, or some family member's house, and it'd be, how long do I need to be here before I can actually ask them for a bit of money? What do I have to do? That gauge of what's decent enough that they won't get too upset when I go, have you got, and then disappear. But I didn't need to do that. I was able to sit there and actually conversations and do the amends to my family, and then today it's a regular occurrence. I go to my mum and dad's house every Saturday. Every Saturday with my son, who I'm a big part of his life, and I enjoy watching him grow up. And this is the cool stuff that's happened to me. It's like my daughter that I walked away from came back into my life slowly. I'm now part of her life. I'm able to help her in certain aspects, and not only that, I'm a part of my granddaughter's life. She's allowed me to be a part of that world, and we're very open. We've got a very open relationship, because her mother's still in active addiction. Thank you. And my dad, he disowned me when I was 17 years old. Sorry, this starts to get to me, because he disowned me when I was 17, and he went to the hospital a little while ago, and you know how on forms you have to put down the units you drink in a week and that stuff, and he put down a number. My dad used to like a drink. He really did. It was kind of, and so he's put down this number, and they turned around to him and gone, would you like to talk to someone about your alcohol intake? And my God, he turned around to this woman, this is what he said to me. He turned around to the woman and went, if I want to talk to someone, I'll talk to my son. Honestly, for that, it's just like, it slaughtered me. I was just like, I had to really keep it together, because he's like, that really cut deep with me. Because for that man to say that is just unbelievable, you know. And that's what this stuff gives. That's what the 12 stuff gives. Not only that, I've made this a part of my life. I've made it. I do service. I love a bit of service. Some of you guys know that. But I'm able to maintain some sort of life. I'm able to deal with the stuff that's put in front of me. Some of it's really some of it's been really heavy, and I haven't had to use on that, you know. And service for me, because service is a big part of my life, and sometimes it's kept me in the game. It really has. It's like you can have three sides of a triangle, but sometimes those two sides just ain't cutting it. You need all three. You really do. And that one's pulled me back, sort of, you know. It's just, and my life's amazing. My life is. I'm so happy being clean. It's like, I mean, to be fair, this is the first time I've sat down all day. You know, and that's how my life's turned out. It's like how I've maintained a job. I've been with the same company for like nearly 13 years now. That was unreal. That's unreal for me to be able to maintain that, because that's just because I couldn't make 8 months in any sort of job, you know. It's like, it's I'm consistently learning. That's what this is about. This is about me. For me, it's consistently learning and changing, and always trying to move forward and better myself. And that's what the 12 steps will be able to give. And not only that, I've got some wicked friends that aren't scared to actually tell me what's going to, tell me about myself. And I've never had that before. I've never had it. It's unreal. And I'm starting to dry up a little bit, but aside the dad stuff, it really gets to me, because that man just honestly, it's. Do you know what? Back when I come in, this stuff was guaranteed for me to work. It gaps 100%. It's like this person. It's like, I will guarantee this works, and you will not ever have to drink or use ever again. And that is my reality, and I'll leave it there. Cheers.